So I saw this bread recipe on TikTok, and you're gonna come along with me to make it. It says I need 2 teaspoons of instant yeast. Oh hey, yeah, it does say instant yeast. I was like, which one do I use? Do I use regular? Do I use or rapid rise? Instant yeast. It says 2 teaspoons. So a teaspoon. And so it's called Rosemary Garlic Pull-Apart Bread. I'm really excited about it, to be 100% honest with you. Also, I don't know what to do with like all the extra yeast that I'm not going to use, so if you guys know what to do, let me know. One packet is 2 1/4 teaspoons. Well, here's 1 teaspoon. Okay, so I got my 2 teaspoons of yeast in the bowl, and then it calls for 3/4 cup of milk. I have lactose-free whole milk, which it was just calling for whole milk, so hopefully that'll be okay. Yeah, but it says I have to warm it up, so we're gonna see how well that goes. And then it also called for a tablespoon of sugar. So I have to warm up my milk. Sorry, disappeared for a hot second. I have to warm up my milk and then get sugar particles everywhere. There's my sugar. Yay. And then once my milk warms up, I'll add it, and then you're supposed to cover it and let it sit for about 8 to 10. So I have the oven heating. It's supposed to be at 350, and it's going to take it a hot minute because I got a raggedy thing over here. My milk is warm. Also, I'm going to use this pan. It was either this or the Pampered Chef stone one, and I'm like, yeah, no, I feel more comfortable using this one. And I have 1 egg that I set out for room temperature, and then I also have butter and all, but we're going to take this milk and we are going to whisk it in and all. It just said warm butter or warm milk. It didn't specify like a temperature, and it was like, just trust the process. I'm like, oh honey, I'm gonna have to trust something. So anyhow, it smells yeasty. Alright, so it is covered. Ignore the pans in the back. And we're gonna wait for 8 to 10 minutes, and then we will come back and look at it. Alright, so we're back. I had to add a little extra yeast to it because it just was not looking right. And I've had my butter sitting out. Hopefully this is enough because I'm supposed to use 3 tablespoons. So honestly, it's probably going to be like the rest of this container because I don't have a lot of butter. So it says 3 tablespoons of butter, room temperature, whatever. All the butter. Fun. Then it says 1 room temperature egg. My egg's been sitting out for a while, so hopefully it's okay. And we're just gonna throw that in there. And then it says 1/3 cup of flour, all-purpose flour. Do that. Add that in there. And then it says 2 teaspoons of rosemary, and I don't have fresh, so I'm using dried. So I'm a little special. Not only did I forget the teaspoon of garlic powder, but I also forgot a teaspoon of salt, and instead of just 1/3 cup of flour, it is 2 1/3 cups of flour. And then you just start mixing it. You're supposed to mix it for like 3 minutes. And I was sitting here and I'm like, why is it not getting thick? Why is it so watery? Or why is it so like not what it needs to be? And found out it is because I did not put the right amount of flour in it. So we have the right amount of flour in it now, and we will be kneading it here in just a little bit, and then we'll let it grow, and yeah, we'll see how things go. Alright, so my dough has risen. Yay. Also, I forgot to make a video on how to make the butter that goes in it. So, 3/4 cup of cheese Parmesan. I ended up doing an Italian mixture because I couldn't find straight shredded Parmesan at the store. And I wasn't about to pay like $5 for it. So 5 tablespoons of butter, room temperature, softened, however you want to do it. 2 teaspoons of rosemary, 2 teaspoons of parsley, and a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic. And then you kind of like mix that up and make a butter. And then you're supposed to flour your surface. Yay, all the fun things. And then you're supposed to like punch your dough. And then like pull it out of here. Look at that. Whoa, look at the dough. Alright, and I'm going to have to review the video because I don't remember what else I have to do. I think I have to like roll it out. Okay, so after you get a floured surface down, you're going to take and roll it out into a log. And then cut it, and you're supposed to have like 12 pieces, so mine are a little different, whatever. And then you make them into like little bitty circles, and then we're going to take our butter and we're going to smear it on there, and then we're going to grease up our bread pan. Mine's got a little melted butter in it, but I'll make it work. And then whenever we get the filling in it, we're going to fold them in half and then set them in like little tacos. And then they go in the oven for about 50 minutes to an hour. And then when it comes out and it cools, we're going to brush some butter and a little bit of parsley on it, and then it's done. You guys, let me show you how good this turned out. It smells amazing. And it looks really good. We put the butter and the extra parsley on it, and we're going to let it cool. And then we'll come back a little later and see how it tastes. So, thanks for joining me.